What's up, everybody? Mike here, and in this video, I want to talk about Fromsoftware confirming multiple projects currently in development. Now, I could have sworn that a while ago, could have been like last year, maybe at the longest, but I could have sworn that they technically already confirmed this. Like, I believe they're working on a new IP with Sony or for Sony, but there's also been rumors that they're, working with Sony to make a Bloodborne remaster or a Bloodborne sequel. Who knows? I know there's supposed to be a state of play happening towards the end of this month, and it could show up there. I don't know. Or it could be the new IP they're working on with Sony that could show up as well, too. But yeah, there's some reports talking about this, even more so, and based on a Twitter as well, too, by Fromsoftware, that essentially got translated. So Fromsoftware has officially confirmed that they are working on multiple projects simultaneously. Given that they currently have no other announced projects, they are free and focused on upcoming titles that should be revealed soon, which is exciting. I imagine we're at least going to find out something at Tokyo Game Show, if not this supposed state of play, right? I mean, they just dropped Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC expansion, right? We know it's not going to be Elden Ring because they literally just dropped that. So anybody who's thinking like, oh, they got to be working on the next Elden Ring, no, because Miyazaki has said himself, he tends to like to leave, these games kind of open in a sense, and there might be a sequel to Elden Ring in the future. There might not be. Honestly, objectively speaking, from a business standpoint, that game sold too fucking well for there not to be a sequel to Elden Ring. Like, that's insane. Like, you think Bandai Namco is not going to get them to make one, even though technically Fromsoftware owns Elden Ring IP now? They got it from Bandai Namco, like, I think last year, officially. So, who knows? Maybe Bandai is going to be like, hey, one day they'll be like, just throw a bunch of money at Fromsoftware and be like, hey, please make an Elden Ring sequel so you can make us some more money, basically. But we'll have to wait and see on that. Recently, though, the company started a campaign to hire more employees, as they shared through their official Twitter account. In one of the posts, they mentioned they're looking for development staff to play a central role in several new projects, especially highlighting the plural form in several new projects. It's been reported that last year, we already received a leak suggesting that Fromsoftware had greenlit several projects following the studio's recent successes. So this is probably what I was thinking of earlier, that I could have sworn there was something like last year, the latest or longest, whatever, that they were essentially confirmed already they were working on multiple projects. So there was a leak last year, then that essentially alluded to this, what we're finding out now. However, this time, though, the Japanese company has officially confirmed it. So before it was just like a leak, this is official confirmation, basically. And don't get me wrong, Fromsoftware has consistently delivered games. Like, they are just such a workhorse in the industry. And it's crazy to think that they're working on all these new projects. We don't know how many new projects, but all these new projects simultaneously, because in the past, they have not had the size, to deal with that or handle that. But you got to credit the success of Elden Ring, because now they've made more money because of Elden Ring's success, the DLC success, the mod community helping out with it too, to get more people into the game from the PC side of things. And all that success, like, has allowed them to essentially hire more people, let it be known, like, hey, we're hiring, we need more staff, to help with our projects, basically. So it looks like, yeah, they're finally at a point now that they are a heavy hitter developer. They definitely are more mainstream than ever before in terms of developers. They are definitely more known here in the West, I would argue, and a lot more people love them because of the great job they did with Elden Ring and the DLC. So it's great that they're getting the staff they needed for these projects to work on simultaneously. We don't know how long we'll have to wait to enjoy some of these titles. And aside from this, all we really have is just like leaks that have come out in recent months. But I ask you guys, take this with a grain of salt, because don't believe a leak until it's been officially confirmed. Honestly, I try not to put too much weight or credit into leaks and rumors personally, just because at the end of the day, it's just rumor. It's not fully true yet. Sure, some of it might be true. Some of it might not be. There are many times where some stuff changes, and misinformation is spread. And I don't try to spread misinformation. I offer my guesses, my speculation on things. I report on, these RPG game news, stuff like that I'm interested in. And I love Fromsoftware. Fromsoftware is one of my favorite companies when it comes to video game developers. And they always deliver a good, full-size, content-filled game that, to me, is worth the price. So I know that Miyazaki has also confirmed that he wants to continue with the Armored Core series. There will be another Armored Core game in the future. So it's not, you know, done after Armored Core 6. And it's great. You know, the Armored Core 6 came out last year. Obviously, it didn't sell as well as Elden Ring. And that's mainly because I feel like, you know, mech games in their own right are just like such a niche type of like video game genre that you're only going to get so many people interested in a mech title. So, but honestly, I don't play a ton of mech games overall. It was my first ever Armored Core game I ever played, and I really freaking enjoyed it. I still got to go back to it and do like new Game Plus runs and get the other endings of the game. I look forward to if they do like a DLC for Armored Core 6. I don't think they will, but I think they're just going to work on a new Armored Core game in general. So I think that's possibly one of the new projects to work on is this a new Armored Core game. You know, speculation could be anything. I know it's not Elden Ring. There's possibility that they also working on a Bloodborne remaster or Bloodborne sequel. Personally, I would love it if that were true. Either a remaster, at the very least, bring that to PC, please. You know, I've talked about this many times in other videos in the past and on stream that, yeah, please stop having Bloodborne locked to PS4 only. Sony, stop hating your Bloodborne fans. Like, I don't know why you hate us so much. Please give us what we want. You know damn well that shit will sell like hotcakes if you remaster it at least with some quality of life improvement stuff in there that's actually meaningful and good. Come on. You're sitting on like a pile of money there with that game. Like, just remaster it, bring it to PC, and obviously remaster for the PS5. Like, you're going to make bank on that from a business standpoint. You just are. That's just reality. Especially how Fromsoftware's name is even more bigger than ever it has been before. So the other thing too is they could be maybe working on Dark Souls 4, who knows, or just a new Souls game entirely. Personally, another one I would love to see come back and they add more build variety to it is Sekiro. I would love it because they own that IP too. Even though that was originally published by Activision, they own the Sekiro IP as well. So that's another one on a personal level I would love to get a sequel, please, because Sekiro had multiple endings, right? It was very restricted in terms of like really just the build. There weren't really any builds in that game. You were everybody was stuck to kind of playing one style, which is unfortunate. And don't get me wrong, I get what they were going for. They're essentially going for a successor to the Tenchi games, I believe. Tenchi, correct me if I'm wrong on that, but yeah, I believe that it's essentially they were originally trying to make a new Tenchi game, which end up evolving into Sekiro. And so it's somewhat of a spiritual successor to that franchise, while still being a Souls game in its own right. But we'll have to wait and see. I mean, there's my personal hopes and hopium of stuff that I would love. And I know, I'm pretty sure, because what Miyazaki said before about they want to continue the Armored Core series, I feel like a new Armored Core game is being worked on. I remember reading, like I said, that they're working on a new IP for Sony. So that still could be true, or it could be related to Bloodborne for all I know. And I hope they're working on a Sekiro sequel. Like, please. And there's many people who like a Dark Souls 4, but at the same time, I feel like when it comes to Dark Souls 4, technically Elden Ring was that in a way. I feel like that was just Elden Ring, because Elden Ring was this Dark Souls 4 all, for the most part, all in but name. And they just took the best elements from like the other Souls games like Bloodborne, Sekiro, you know, and they just put them in Elden Ring along with Dark Souls. So I don't know. That's just how I look at it for me, but you might feel differently. Let me know your thoughts on this, guys. What do you feel about this? Like, what do you think it could be? Do you think it could be a Bloodborne coming back in some way? Do you think it's a new IP altogether? Do you think it's Dark Souls 4 or Armored Core or other possible projects? You know, because these are several projects. We don't know how many exactly yet. We may get an announcement at State of Play or Tokyo Game Show. I hope one of the two, if not both. That'd be nice. I'm looking forward to both either way. I know for sure we're having Tokyo Game Show. Sony has not confirmed yet about State of Play officially, so we'll have to wait and see on that. But yeah, we'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below. What do you think about this? What are you possibly hyped for? What is your dream of what they could be making? Please speak out. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. It helps out a ton. Subscribe if you're new. My name's Mike. Thanks for watching.